this is Ree here. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate everyone. Brought to you by Kali Ma. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. It really helps me a lot. Don't forget to check out my website, paradxastrology.com. Book your consultation today. I can help you with anything. And if you would like more exclusive occult videos that I don't post on YouTube, consider subscribing to my Patreon. It also helps support this channel. Okay, let's get into this video. This video is going to be about Mercury retrograde, which will be happening on December 13th until January 1st. I talked about a lot of this in my December prediction video, so some of this is going to sound familiar, but I added a lot to it as well. So let's get into it. When Mercury goes retrograde, all communication in general will be revised. Transportation, commerce, trade, stock market, industry in general, media, news, buying and selling, wireless communication. We'll see problems, glitches, things will slow down in these areas. Usually there's problems in airports, especially in New York. I don't know what's going on with New York, but I've noticed that. This can also mean a revision in the areas such as law, the court system, higher learning, institutions, foreign affairs, the banking system, advertising agencies, science, health, religion, health matters, because it's first going to go retrograde in Sagittarius, and then it will go to Scorpio, which will be more of the hidden matters, the occult side, war, about control. So holiday travel may be backed up. There may be delays, but Mercury goes retrograde very often, so you don't have to cancel your trip or anything. Now, there could be problems with cyber attacks. This happens a lot with hacking, especially with Rahu at the Gandanta point as well. There could be power grid issues. Mercury will also be combust. When it goes combust, these problems will be on a higher level. This could also have to do with health matters as well. So let's get into the nakshatras. So first, it will go retrograde in Purvashada. Purvashada translates to former invincible one or former unconquered. This is often associated with aggressive acts of all kinds. Mars will be in Scorpio combust, feeling that it's entitled to these violent acts and invasions. Ego will be at an all-time high. Rules are broken due to selfishness. Communication will not be accurate. News reporting will be false stories. More than usual, there could be many fires and weapons used. Leaders may ask people to start wearing masks again due to new variants, as Jupiter is in retrograde in Ashwini, because Purvashada is the mask. This may not work because of concealed facts may become public, as the moon and Mercury will conjunct on December 13th and 14th. Also, the new moon on the 12th is signaling this as well. There could also be a possibility of a spill in the ocean, because Purvashada is the ocean and it is a deadly poison. This could also be due to a weather disaster or a disaster involving water. December 15th to 16th, Mercury will start its combustion and make the matters a little bit more challenging until December 28th. Then it will go into Mula on December 16th. So we'll be revisiting the matters of health, getting to the root of health issues from now in the past, the hidden realms, motives, and events, collecting the tools from the past to move forward. Investigations will start concerning health, vaccines, transport, and the root of diseases. Ketu is now in Virgo, which is also health matters. But remember, it's Chitra, which creates illusion and not necessarily the truth. The deity that presides over this nakshatra is the goddess of dissolution, known as Nitri, which translates into calamity. She is the supposed daughter of Adharma, which is unrighteousness, and Himsa, which is violence, and the mother of Mitru, which is death, and Bharya, which is fear. Some texts also mention this nakshatra is seen as the peak of material achievements, but these achievements might be revised to see if they're real or not, or deserved. This could have to do with the pharmaceutical industry, and some deaths may occur during this time. Jupiter is in retrograde in Ashwini, which is also ruled by Ketu and aspected by Saturn in Shabihista, which is 100 healers, healing on all levels. So we are looking to solutions for health matters and have the power and knowledge to do so. when Jupiter turns direct on December 28th. Ashwini has the power to heal any disease, bring the dead back to life, make the old young again, and cure the incurable. So if anything's popping up right now, that's just because it has to, and then you can heal it. So December 22nd, we have an exact conjunction and combustion with the sun, which can make more extreme events. Mars at that time will be at the Gandanta point. December 24th, Mercury will hit the Gandanta point in Sagittarius and Mars at the Gandanta point in Scorpio. Mars will be opposing the moon. The public is angry. There may be some violent events, some challenges, egotism, some self-centeredness can be in effect. Venus enters Scorpio on this day. There could be a desire to control money and assets. There could be vindictiveness, revengefulness, and this embodies most of the despicable human qualities. This could have to do with businesses. This could have to do with law, relationships. There could also be information that is leaked about health matters, is a possibility. And there's a danger of too much indulgence in fantasy, sexual intrigue, and intoxication. There's a sense of drowning that's either literally or emotionally, of being too depressed or in emotional states of being by thinking too much about what's wrong and going to extremes. December 27th, Mercury will be retrograding into Jesta, and we'll be looking into the areas of protection, how we can better safeguard ourselves from attacks and war. Some may go on the attack with Mars at the Gandanta point. Mars and Mercury will conjunct and then switch signs. This will conjunct in Mula on December 27th. Signaling a problem with the Mula-related themes like I mentioned, as in health and vaccines. Mars will still be combust, showing that our protection may not be there. So then Mercury goes into Jesta, and now we ask how to protect ourselves, and we ask authorities for help. Another scenario is that the previous pandemic is shown to not have helped the population, and we are revisiting these issues. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors. This could have to do with deaths due to vaccines. People will be looking for cures to get this out of their body. Saturn will be aspecting Mercury at this time. Fasting is the way. Doctors will have to pay karma for past events that were not protecting patients. A strong sacrificial nature is here. A responsibility for spiritual devotion to humanity is here. This can also be self-destructive if not channeled properly. So I hope that gives you a little bit of an idea of what will happen during this Mercury retrograde and how it affects the world and possibly you as well. I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.